People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Some people just want to see you fail, and it could be for a number of reasons. You could have a better job than they do. You could have a better car. Could be your girlfriend. Could be your family. Hell, it could be your socks. Or it could be that just don't like you. You just rub them the wrong way. And so they secretly want you to fail. And this could be a number of people. Could be family. Could be coworkers. Could be friends. It could be people that you interact with on a daily basis. Could be the person at the GameStop that sees you buying stuff, even though they're grateful for your business. Secretly, they just don't like you guys. And they talk behind your back. People like this are part of life. You always going to have someone that's going to hate on you, especially if you're doing the right thing. Because I think a lot of people just want to go with the flow when it comes to stuff. And they're not disciplined enough, and they wish that they were you. They wish they were disciplined. Some of them do. And because they are not what you are, they resent you. And they hate on you. And they want your downfall. A lot of people just want to see people fall. So it gives them a bit of joy. And that's really what it all is. I want to enjoy seeing you fall from grace. You're really not up there. You're just like me, right? But the thing is, I'm up there because I am not you. I'm at the position where I am because I'm not a lazy fuck. I do what I need to do. And a lot of this comes from jealousy. It really is. Even in this space, I have seen so much hate thrown at people for no apparent reason other than I just don't like you. I mean, look what BGS is going through with Big J Triple X. Just because he doesn't like him. Like, I've always been, and BGS has to prove himself once again to everybody in this space that do not like him. Or you got Angry Man. He has to prove himself every time to people who do not like you. And it's ridiculous. If I don't like you, why am I watching you? There's a lot of hate watching in this space. People who don't like you will watch your content just to try to pick it apart, but they don't understand that you're actually helping me with my algorithm. So I appreciate you. Hell, even when I started this channel, well, the last channel, that's the new one, but when I started doing YouTube in this space, BGS once told me that, there was a whole bunch of people that said that I should not even have a channel. Okay. Sorry. I have a channel. I have a platform. If you think you could do better, then do better. That's all I gotta say. I mean, it gets to the point now to where it's just like you guys are just idiotic at this point to keep doing the same old thing day in and day out, just arguing with each other. He's like, I don't like this guy because this, that, and the third. Well, put out a better argument. Or just admit that you just don't like him just because you just don't like hearing his voice. Hell, I know a lot of people in this space don't think I deserve a channel. Y'all can hear it on their live streams or when they talk to me. It's what it is. I have a channel. And I've learned throughout my life from working and being around people that, a lot of people suck. A lot of people are just bitter and angry that they can't be where you're at. And it is what it is. Maybe you're not him. Okay, then find out how can you be him. How can you change up what you're doing? The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Maybe you need to change some things about what you're doing, your approach, to get better outcomes. I've always been the type of person that tried to improve myself in all calibers of everything that I wanted to do. I don't care if it's something that I already know. I try to improve myself. I've always asked questions. I've always done the research that is necessary so that way I can get the best possible information that I can get out there, or get the best possible knowledge that I could to do the things that I need to do. And so I pride myself on that I'm willing to go the extra effort to be a better person. And I pride myself in to teach people who are willing to learn. And I pride myself on the ability to willing to listen, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything. If someone puts out a better argument, I will sit there and listen. And if you don't put out a better argument, if you're respectable enough I will be there and listen. Because where people don't want to see you fall is they give you respect. And you have to reciprocate that with respect also. A lot of problems that we have, especially in this community, is that we got a lot of crab in the bucket mentality motherfuckers that always want to pull us fucking down. When people reach a certain level of status in their life, they want to try to pull you down back to where they're at. And sometimes you don't need to do that. Sometimes you may need to leave your friends behind because they're not pulling themselves up. Because if you're reaching to a higher stratus, you're going to have to leave them down because they're always going to pull you down and they're going to resent you for it. They want to see you fall. They say, oh, you see, you just like us. Maybe I'm not, but I'm damn sure it's not just going to sit there and not try. I'm not going to try to reach the next level. I'm going to be the next level. I'm going to do what I have to do. That's it. That's all that you are supposed to do in your life is try. As long as you try, you should have no regrets. I aimed for the top. I didn't hit the mark, but I know I did the best I could. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I need to move elsewhere. Maybe I need to do what I need to do in another sector. It is what it is. But as long as you try, you will never fail. Because at the end of the day, those people that plot on your downfall, they never tried in the first place. They still stuck in the same position. But because you try and you failed, at least you have gained knowledge to where somewhere else that you go into outside of what you thought what you could do, you gain the knowledge of the failure. See, it's one thing to fail. It's another other thing to know why you failed and understand how not to get there again once you pick yourself back up. That's the most important lesson that you can ever learn. The ability to learn how and why you failed. And then go and pick yourself back up and do it again. Because now you know, okay, this didn't work because of this, and this. All right, let me dust myself off, pick myself back up, and let me go at this again. That is where you as a person need to where that point, that's where you improve. That is where you improve in yourself and your abilities, because now you know where your strengths are, you know where your weaknesses are, and then now you can achieve something better the next go around. And don't look back to those people that say that you don't deserve what you got, because those same people are just sitting there on their ass looking up at you while you climbing that damn mountain. I had plenty of people that told me not to do something. You can't do this, you can't do that. And for a time I believed them. Because I thought, oh, well, they should know better because they're a little bit older than me. Oh, they should know that this. But you know what? One thing that I've learned growing up, I learned to kill that mentality within me. Because every time I listened to someone who was not doing what they were supposed to do and told me that I couldn't do it, I failed. I failed because I didn't try. Because I let someone else influence me in doing something that I was, or not doing something that I knew I should be doing. Or taking advice from people who have always failed but never learned the lessons by saying they just can't do it. One of the greatest things that I know and I've learned in my life, maybe not in y'all life, but I learned in my life, is that sometimes you got to do the research yourself. Sometimes you got to be willing to take a chance in order to make a dream come true, in order to make your goals happen. And you have to plan, strategize, and do cost benefit analysis on, if I'm willing to do this, what's it's going to cost me? What is my return on investment? That's all you got to do. And it's like my dad told me once, if you're going to do something, make sure you understand the consequences of your actions. They're good consequences, they're bad consequences, but there's always going to be a consequence because you did something. It could be that you may lose some friends because they no longer like you. Could be because, you might have to leave your family behind for a little bit, even though you may be close to your family. But those are sacrifices that need to be made in order for you to reach the level that you need to be. And because of those consequences of the actions that you chose, people will plot on your downfall. Sometimes they will self-sabotage you, get you to go out and drink and hang out with your friends instead of doing the things that you need to do. Sometimes, you know, they might say, oh man, you don't need to work on that. You come out and hang out with us. Why would you hang out with them when they're not doing anything? They're just living life day by day, getting drunk and chasing tail or whatever, when you have a dream that you're trying to uphold. And yes, sometimes it's going to take sacrifices. Sometimes you just, maybe I don't need to hang out today, or maybe I don't need to stay all night. Make sure I have a ride home so that way when it's time for me to go, because I got something I need to do to take care of, I can take care of it. Yeah, my friends may not be happy because I got to leave early, but guess what? Within 2 or 3 months, that might have paid off. And you achieve something. Life is all about sacrifices, and some people are not willing to sacrifice it. And because you are willing to sacrifice, they feel some type of way. A lot of people do not like the discipline in other people. That's one thing that I've learned a lot. If you have discipline and you carry yourself a certain type of way, people are not going to like you, and they're going to resent you. And that's okay, because if I'm doing something right, then I should have haters. I should have people to say I don't deserve what I have. I do deserve people to say, like, the only reason why you got a channel is because of BGS. I've heard that plenty of times in this. But guess what? I am grateful for what BGS has always done. I've always said that. Some people don't think I deserve to have the things I have now, or don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. All I'm going to do from here on out is just put out a video with the evidence, and then if you decide to look at it, that's on you. If not, it's what it is. But don't say I never tried. Don't ever say I never did what I needed to do. So that's where I'm at when it comes to this whole I want to see you fall because I don't just think you deserve whatever you want. Okay. My approach from here on out, and it's not this in YouTube land, it's in my job, in my life, when it comes to family. You don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about? Okay. Here's all the documents that I know. Now show me yours. Oh, here goes the video that I saw that pointed this out. Show me your evidence. If you're right, you're right. If I'm right and you don't admit it, that means you never wanted me to be right in the first place. That means you're not opening yourself up to gain more knowledge. Because I've been through that too. Well, I can show my evidence and they just don't want to hear it. I think one of the best examples of that when me and my brother was having an argument about mortgage rates, and I was saying that in the 90s the mortgage rates were double digits, and he said no, they're not. They were never double digits. And when I showed him the evidence, that's when he was like moved the goalposts and said, oh well, this is what I was talking about. And I'm just like, dude, oh now this is what you're talking about because you saw the evidence. Oh okay, so you don't acknowledge that I was right. Okay. All right, it is what it is. But that's the things you got to worry about, because like I said, a lot of people don't just, it's not the fact that they just don't like you, they resent the fact that you're right. You can resent all you want to, but you know, and I know I was right. Appreciate you guys for listening to the first video of me coming back from my little hiatus, I guess you could say. I'm going to start doing a lot more of these videos. Probably be doing maybe at least 3 pre-records a week. And I do have a Discord. I got one more day to work on it, and then I will put the link up for everybody in my community tab for you guys to join the Discord. And that's where we're going to have the watch parties. I figured that the watch parties would be a good thing for us to have communion with each other in this space, laugh, have fun, watch some anime or some old school movies or some wacky movies, whatever the case may be. And and if you don't have Discord, go ahead and get Discord, or if you need me to tell you how to work Discord, just send me an email and we can get together and we can go ahead and get it started. I think I'm off Wednesday, so we should be able to do maybe a little test watch party Wednesday night. So without further ado, this is Art of IBMOR, and guess what?